Well, this week will bring some different traffic to our roads.
News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live in Asheville. And Victoria, as we said earlier, this is definitely Strive Not to Drive Week.
Absolutely, and it is the time when people take a pledge and they make the effort to either basically not drive. So you can go by foot, walking, by bicycle, maybe carpooling. Granted, that's still driving, but it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 fewer cars on the road. And we're finding out that this is a group effort. Mike Sule is the director of Asheville on Bikes. So we're going to start with the cycling aspect right now. And it really is, this is a beautiful area to ride your bike anyway, but this week especially. Why?
Well, you know, this week is spring, so the weather's starting to change, and it's really nice. So we take it as an opportunity to really celebrate and promote urban cycling.
Okay, you mentioned urban cycling, so we're going to be on the road with cars because not everyone can get on a bicycle to go. So what are some of the things? Walk us through how we get our bike ready to hit the road for Strive Not to Drive.
Sure. Number one, always most important, wear your helmet. And then you also want to have your bike lights. You want a front light on, and then you also want your rear flasher right here so that everyone can see. That's
going to be really crucial this morning. We have a mist here right now, but it's foggy in a lot of places, so that's going to be crucial. What about what I wear?
You know, avoiding cotton is a really good thing to do. Wool or like poly blend, maybe like a rain jacket. Dressing in layers. If I get too hot, I can throw something in my bag, or I can take it off and I can put it back on. I always love cycling in gloves. Also, you know, you also want to lock your bike up to have a bike lock as well. So it's important to know all of these elements. Now, there are some other things too. How do we make sure we're taking the most efficient route to work? You got a map to show us, don't you? Yeah, I did. Yeah, there are a variety of resources. This is one that I really like, the Get Moving map, and it's in conjunction with all these different organizations, and it highlights some of the best routes to move from A to B in the city. Now, okay, this is the week to get out there and strive not to drive. If I'm a little too nervous to do the cycling and maybe I opt to walk, but I want to do cycling next year, you have some classes that I can get involved in, right? Right. It's not Asheville on Bikes in conjunction with Healthy Buncombe and the Blue Ridge Bicycle Club. We call them Second Saturdays, and they take place at UNCA. And it's a class that teaches you everything you need to know about urban riding. We develop some skills, we give you some know-how so you can get out and ride the city safely. And that is not as hard as it may sound. If you've never tried to cycle to work, this is the week to do it. Get out there and learn, or make contact with Asheville on Bikes and learn how you can be part of this. Whatever version of Striving Not to Drive you choose, we have a link for that at News 13. Website, WLOS.com. Go there and click on news links. You'll find out about all the special activities, including a special bike ride with Mike and his buddies this afternoon, and all the details waiting for you. Coming up in our next half hour, we're going to take a look at some more ways that we can make an impact on not only the environment, but also on our health by striving not to drive this week. Live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
A call to cut down on pollution and add some healthier options to your commute includes a little friendly competition. News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live in Asheville. And Vic, tell us about the Crosstown Rumbler.
Well, it is the way to kind of prove to everybody just how efficient opting to not drive to work can be. I mean, it's a competition, and it is friendly, and yet there's a lot on the line. I was talking to Mark Hunt about that. You're actually taking part in the Crosstown Rumbler this year, right?
That's right. I'm riding the bike tomorrow.
All right. So tell me about this, because Strive Not to Drive is a week-long effort to encourage people to look for alternative ways to get to work, whether it's cycling, walking, taking the bus, and so on. So tomorrow, a lot of people think of cycling right away, but what's going to happen tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow is the Crosstown Rumbler Challenge. Jan Davis, Gwen Whistler, and myself and Gordon Grant are going to board a bus. Gordon's going to board the bus at UNC Asheville. I'll start on the bicycle. Jan will be in his car. Gwen Whistler is going to be on a bicycle as well. And Ellen Frost, County Commissioner, will be on the bus as well. So 5 of us involved. And we're gonna make our way from UNC Asheville here to downtown to see who gets here just how quickly, and I think it'll be pretty close.
Now, this is a fun kind of way to get people thinking about this, but if we're watching this morning and we're trying to figure this out, because a lot of people think, man, if I go with my bike or I walk, I'm going to add like an hour to my commute. This is just going to throw my whole schedule off. You found last year in the first Crosstown Rumbler that that's not the case.
Yeah, less than 5 minutes was the difference overall between all of us. And there are people that actually live close to downtown that find it's quicker to get here on their bicycle or by bus than it is to get in an automobile and struggle with finding a place to park, or walking the 2 or 3 blocks from the parking area to their office or their place at work. So these are viable ways to get around and less expensive and healthier. There are a lot of pluses to this.
Win. I haven't heard any downside yet. Okay, you're saying, Victoria, I don't live where there's a bus route. It's going to be a challenge. How about carpooling? That still minimizes the number of cars on the road. See, there's an answer for everything, and we have it for you at newslinks@WLOS.com. Head over there and find out how you can sign up to be part of this by taking the pledge. Get your whole company, your coworkers involved as well. Live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
Well, on your own or as a team, you can make a difference when you strive not to drive.
All morning long, News 13's Victoria Dunkle has been showing us tips for success.
It has been a lot of fun out here. We've been learning about ways that we can be smart about riding our bicycles to work. We can also take the idea of walking. And now I'm getting ready to talk to Julie Mayfield, and we're going to talk about the other option, which is pretty good today, catching the bus.
That's right. Today, as part of Strive Not to Drive, the city has declared this a fare-free day, so anybody can ride the bus for free today. For our monthly pass holders, we discounted those passes so that they get the benefit of that free day as well.
Nice.
The county's transit system called Mountain Mobility is also offering a deal today. If you take a ride today, you get a coupon for a free ride in the future.
Now wait, let's talk about this. How important is it for us to think about taking the bus instead of driving? What kind of impact is that going to have?
Well, people do this because they're motivated by lots of different things. Some people take the bus because they care about carbon emissions and fuel economy. Some people, actually, we have a lot of people in this town who take the bus because they don't have any other way to get to work.
Sure.
Or get to school or get to the doctor. And actually, I should say for those folks today, we are doing a Rider Appreciation Day at the Transit Center where we'll be offering breakfast and snacks and fruit and things like that for those riders. Because
you're making it virtually impossible to say no to the bus. This is great. Yeah. And if we do this today, we can also learn how we can make the bus part of our regular daily transit.
Yeah, I think it's easier than people think. The city has a very good system. It is not a perfect system. We have a great skeleton on the ground, but it works for a lot of people if you take the time to figure it out. And there are people at the Transit Center, people on the Transit Committee who will help you do that. All you need to do is call us.
And really quickly, you said good things are coming too. This is just the beginning. Some changes are coming to the transit system as well.
Yeah, so the biggest #1 thing that people want out of our transit system is Sunday service. And I'm happy to say that included in the city's budget this year, they haven't voted on it yet, but it's there, is offering limited Sunday service the way we do on holidays right now. So there will be, hopefully later this year, Sunday service.
Something to possibly look forward to, but right now, remember, you get the chance for the free ride or the take a ride and get a ride discount going on all day. And remember, this is just part of the whole week of Strive Not to Drive. All the details at newslinks@WLOS.com. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
Well, whether it's work, school, or running errands, a simple change this week could have you rethinking your commute permanently.
Let's go back out live now to News 13's Victoria Dunkle in Asheville. Victoria, it's the Strive Not to Drive Challenge. How does it work?
Well, it's pretty simple. You can make the pledge to not drive by yourself wherever you need to go. There are a couple of options for you. You can get on your bicycle, you can walk, you can take the bus. In fact, I found someone who's going to be doing the cycling thing. This is Lynn Player, and you are actually part of the Workplace Challenge, which is part of Strive Not to Drive Week. What does that entail, and how do we get involved?
That's right. So any business or company can join the Workplace Challenge. And what that means is you pledge online and you encourage as many of your employees to get together and either walk or take the bus or ride the bike and leave their cars at home for the week.
Now, cycling does seem to be the very popular option because, well, it's a beautiful way to get where you need to go. And you can get there a little more quickly than maybe walking, but walking is an option. What else is it?
Yep, you can ride the bus or you can walk, you can take your bike, or you can carpool.
Now, you have done this before. Evergreen has been part of the Workplace Challenge, and let's talk the real numbers here. You've won a couple of times. What are you looking for this year?
Yeah, well, we're just looking to increase the percentage of people at Evergreen who will participate this year. It's always about improving and getting better.
And they're looking for their third win, folks, so there's some stiff competition here. Do you work with a bunch of folks who want to make a difference? Get them on board. All you have to do is go to newslinks@WLOS.com. That's where you can sign up to take the pledge as an individual or as a group. And remember, there are so many options. By the way, Lynn was telling me if you've never cycled on the road and you're a little nervous about that, get a buddy. There's so many people who are willing to let you kind of tag along and show you the ropes so you can do it safely and have a great time. Reporting live in Asheville, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.